Let's turn that music down. Just give me a quick tick. There we go. Hello and welcome to this live stream for the FIFA World Cup with Norway and France. This is RBL Talk, and we are going to be doing player watch solely for the RB Leipzig lads today. So just give me a second to make sure that the sounds every good. Sounds good enough. Let's get straight into it. We will do the quick admin first. Drop your comments down below where you're watching the stream, and glad to have you along for the ride. Real quick admin stuff before we get underway, as we are running behind a little bit today, so we will get that straight up and happening. So the QR code on your screens. So before we dive into the tactics, a quick heads up on the graphics you'll see today. The QR code on your screen right now is the link to our brand new support page. I am 100% independent and fan funded, so if you want to back the squad with a season ticket or some match day fuel, that is your spot. We'll be swapping that code out later in the stream, which will be very shortly. Normally I'm doing this about 10 minutes early, for the entry gates to the Digital Terrace Discord. So you can keep an eye on or I should say an eye out if you're just looking to join the chat. There's no hard sell here. We just want to make sure that the turnstiles are open for whoever wants to help support the podcast and keep the mics running hot. So there we go. Make sure you screenshot that. Links down to the in the episode notes or YouTube link description. That's your QR code for the Digital Terrace. Same thing as well. Let's get this show under road. Apparently my stream has also decided to go nuts from the live. So we are a minute 30 behind. And let's drop some comments down in chat. Hello, Cyril. Yep, I am good. Thank you for asking. Normally I'm a bit early, but still got some teething issues when it comes to doing some live streams with the new Chromebook. I really need to go back to my MacBook or get a new one, basically. But I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well, Cyril. It's been a while since we've had a chat. Hi over there for Tishring Goku. Welcome to the stream. Likewise as well to Hayes Nows 01. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I don't speak French, or not French, whatever language that is. So I do apologize for that. Let's just go change that code for now. Let's open up the good old Sofascore as well to get that up and running. Maybe later. I don't really care about the Sofascore fantasy. And there we go. Let's open up this one. So Nusa is starting today. That's a question. It might not be. Let's have a look. I think he's down on the bench. Yep. Nusa, Haaland, and Surloff are all on the bench. Surloff used to be an RB Leipzig player as well, for those that are wondering. No, no worries. Name is Goku. My apologies for that. And that's an actual awesome name. A good old back to Dragon Ball Z. And you're from Bhutan. Awesome. You just want me to call you TSW? Not a problem. Not a problem. Can certainly do that. Welcome along for the ride. I really expect France to really have the possession for most of today as well. I really don't expect them to not be doing it, that's for sure. Let's have a look here. So the French are actually supposed to be one of the best teams in the competition for the World Cup. I mean, they were in the final last time against Argentina. But I don't think they're as good as they could be. I mean, it's still early days in the competition. I just think personally, the Germans, I mean, I'm going to be obviously biased here, but the Germans going to be one of the teams to watch. They haven't really gotten into anything yet. They played pretty poor. They've got to get rid of Manuel Neuer. Would like to see other countries that aren't as big, like Norway, get in. Who do you think is going to win this game? Let me know down below in the comments section, wherever you are watching this. I'm also decided to get myself on X myself now. I normally just ran off the RBL Talk podcast, but I'll be posting everything there from behind the scenes footage and stuff like that when I get the chance. We'll be talking about Demi-Chalice as well, not today, but we'll be doing that coming up in the next coming months. Thank you for subscribing, TSW. That is much appreciated. As we see the first foul of the game, or at least that's first foul from the stream. Can turn that off on my home screen. I don't need to have the live scores there. Good to see Desiree Dure out there today as well. That's for those that are new to my streaming or anything like that. When Xavi Simons left RB Leipzig, he was the player that I picked as France go at goal and score through Osama Dembele, which, if I recall correctly, he won the Ballon d'Or. Or at least very recently he did. So the French are already in front. And we should change that from the last game as well. Alright, let's do this. 7 minutes. So I keep everything down below as well. We've got a shot ticker, or I should say a ticker, of scores and yellow cards and red cards and all that type of stuff as well. There's a nice shot from Dembele, nice pullback. Just pushing the Norwegian defender one side, then to the other. There is also Didier Deschamps, the manager for France. He's actually not on the pitch today, so I had as reported from Fabrizio Romano that I saw, he's actually very upset. He's mourning a death in the family, and I wish him and his family all the best in this time. So the French lads will want to get the win for their gaffer. And seems to have gone all out as well against the Norwegians. No, so I'm not allowed to show the match due to broadcasting rights. I don't have the broadcasting rights. So if I do that, then I get demonetized. I get my all my podcast stuff cancelled and things like that. So how the live streams work is that you would be watching it yourself and also be watching the stream, and you comment with me as I watch the game. Depending on what country you're from, you let me know, and I can actually do a search and see where that's from. So me being in Australia, the live streams are all done through SBS, which is quite ironic because they don't stream anything else in Australia. They used to have a couple of good shows like the World Game and things like that for football, but they don't have the rights to the Champions League. They don't have rights for DFB Pokal. They don't have rights for Bundesliga. They don't have rights for Premier League. They don't have rights for anything. But they somehow secured the rights for the World Cup. So it's free. It's on free to air. So you're in Australia, you can watch it for free. You don't need to pay anything extra. And first yellow card. There we go for Patrick Berg, just for a pullback. And that will be the first yellow card on this thing down the bottom. So yeah, if you let me know where that is, I can certainly help you out watching it if you need to. So this is like what I do is for everyone to get involved, a place for everyone to be able to watch and together get their thoughts heard. There's a speak pipe link down at the bottom as well. If you want to actually send an audio message, I can play that live on air. Do the same thing for the podcast as well. So where is the graphics on here? It's a bit early in the morning for myself at the moment, so just forgive me for getting my bearings. But to answer your question as well for who's going to win this game, I do think the French are going to be too strong. Doesn't say Norway won't be able to get a favourable result. They could get a draw and possibly still win it if everything went right. But yeah, I do think the French are going to be a bit too strong in this one. Excuse me. So let's have a look. If we have a look at the... where is it? I want to have a look at the group. Let's have a look here at the overview standings. Where are they? They should be top of their group, I would say. Here we go. So Norway looks like they will get through. They've also got one more game as well. Looks like Senegal will be the other team, and then Iraq is the last one. So Norway should be going through. Well, they have to go through anyway, by the looks of things, because Iraq has lost all 3 games. So, well, they're currently playing now against Senegal, so that's 1-0. So if the Senegalese team win, then they're certainly going to be going through no matter the result. Because Iraq mathematically can't get in. That's right, you're from Bhutan. Bhutan. I'll have a look for you. It says like platforms like DGO or Himalaya Sports. And that comes directly from FIFA themselves. That's probably the best bet to be able to watch it. Maybe DAZN if you've got that. Here's one from Cyril. And I should probably check out the digital Terrace as well, make sure that's all good. You can scan the QR codes up there to speak into the RBL Talk Discord on live match day. Kone, one of the best midfielders. So Cyril says, I heard Patrick Vieira called Kone one of the best midfielders, if not the best in the world. Thoughts? Well, that's obviously subjective. Then if we're also going by just now, he's probably at the height of his powers, I would say. I wouldn't say he's the best. I would say he's one of the best. But I certainly don't think he's going to be that good. I mean, he does only play for Roma. He's getting into the peak of his... Norway almost pulled one back there. I do think he's going to get slightly better, and he's getting towards his peak. If not, he's already peaking. But for me, the best midfielder, if you're going to look at longevity, Luka Modric. If you're going to look at probably the best currently, again, subjective, for me, it's been Kevin De Bruyne. I haven't seen him much since he left City. But then, Tony Cruz as well. He's also a fantastic midfielder, but I'm pretty sure he's actually retired, if I remember correctly. And then if we're also picking on players that have retired, I personally have never seen another fantastic midfielder like Andrea Pirlo. He basically could do absolutely anything. He could drop D, he could play go forward. Is a good technical number 8 basically, or a number 6, and he could just ping passes every which way, and there's nothing he could do. He basically had the ball on a string, an absolute metronome. And as Cyril says, that miss was from Strand Larson. The French are just going to be playing around with the ball here, and they're attacking third. It's going to really little dink there from Dure by the looks of things. Didn't come off. It's the problem with the fancy players is that at international level it's obviously going to be a lot harder. Club level is a lot different because you're playing week in week out. But those little fancy flicks or things like that, they're not going to come off very well and often when those players are doing it. So as an opposite player, or I should say a player from the same team, you're really going to want to think of what are they going to do. Expect them to do something out of the ordinary. I got one of these drinks breaks. Oh no, we don't. It's just a free kick. There's Dure. Nice long through ball. This is France. Shoots. Blocks at the near post. Very good, very good. Down and low. Denying Mbappe. I was speaking to a work colleague actually about Mbappe the other day. They're not French or anything like that, but I was quite surprised. Last time I remembered he was, in his early 20s. I didn't think he was as old as he is now, to be completely honest. Being Mbappe, I think he's 28 or something. 27. Last time I remember, Mbappe was just a young, strapping young lad, and I actually thought he was still 24. I was like, oh, really? He's that old? I was like, I remember when he was at Monaco and Lens and whatnot, and then moved, PSG and then whatnot. And then all of a sudden, Real Madrid, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, well, he's at his peak. And Mbappe certainly hasn't been slowing down, that's for sure. I still think if we were going to put Erling Haaland or Mbappe side by side, that Haaland is the better footballer when it comes to being a striker. Um, front of the Mbappe is more of a pacey forward using his speed, and he's going to have to, as he gets older, when that slow speed slowly decreases. Think Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to have to learn how to adapt his game style to I wouldn't say stay relevant. That was my next words, but to still score and be productive. Where someone like Erling Haaland is never had to just solely rely on his speed, so he's still got all his natural gifts of height and positioning and things like that. So he isn't going to need to have to work as hard just for out and out sprints. So it'll be interesting to see Mbappe develop over in these later years of his career. A shot for Norway. They've still got the ball. Love to see the Norwegian lads score, but unfortunately it's stolen off the boot. It's another one for Dembele. He's just on fire at the moment. And there you go. It's 2-0. And if I remember correctly, Dembele still plays in France. Either that or he's moved to Barcelona. It's still only 4:52 in the morning, so you'd have to bear with me slightly. PSG from Barcelona. 148 million. Yeah, right. That's one way. Let's add the extra goal in there and the 20th minute. There we go. France absolutely hammering the Norwegians at the moment. Gone back to that Kone chat before with Cyril. Yeah, there were so many big shouts that Kone just falls behind. I personally haven't watched much of Kone. I can't gauge him. Yeah, no, look, he's a fantastic, and obviously he's going to be a good, midfielder. He's playing at international level and all that. And there we go. I think Norway's just scored a goal, as we're still speaking about Kone. And for those that are regulars of the podcast, you will know that I always say you are most vulnerable when you've just scored. So, and that is from Theo Asagard. And we'll get that fixed as well. 21 minutes. There we go. So I didn't catch that. I was actually reading the comments. So it just looked like they went to sleep. The French defence. They're all just standing still. Yes. Well, this makes it a bit more of a game as well. So going back to Kone from what Cyril was saying. Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot of him. What I have seen is been good. I mean, I wouldn't mind him at RB Leipzig, but excuse me, I don't rate him that highly. I mean, Patrick Vieira is also French, so he's obviously going to be talking up French players, so that's where the bias comes in. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, also he's not bad. But I wouldn't say he's one of the best, that's for sure. Cyril said Mbappe has aged so fast, it's ridiculous. Yeah. He also looks very old as well. I just had a look at him on screen before, all wrinkles in the front of the head, and I was like, hey, certainly no spring chicken, as they say, anymore. Back post corner, very good. Lise is just ripping this World Cup apart, as he does at Bayern during the weeks that we get to see him in the Bundesliga. At least he's on the ball here. Draws 3 players. Always good to see. I do think that Norway's setting up quite well when it comes to their defence. And now we're going to have that one of those drinks breaks. I don't mind these hydration breaks. The players do need to, make sure, because it is quite hot in the Americas at the moment, but I just don't think that. I think they do it too often, Where is it played? Gillette Stadium. Let's have a look at the weather there. Does Sofascore tell me the weather? No affiliation either, by the way. Not sponsored by them for any reason. Let's go weather right now. 24 degrees Celsius, so that's not that bloody hot. That's a normal spring day in Australia. That's poor form. Yeah, that's pretty poor. If you're going to be doing that. Uh, hydration breaks for 24 degrees Celsius. Yes, right, yeah. Yeah, 20. It's 24 degrees. Feels like 28. Yeah. Nothing like having to watch ads on a stream. Could you have your game timer or clock as well? I think I'm a bit ahead of your stream, but it could be YouTube delay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. Let's have a look. With the streaming software, I don't think I ended up putting one up. Let's have a look if I can see if I can get one. Graphics, background, logo. No. Overlay. Widgets. Let's see if I can add one. I should be able to. Let's see if I can get a free shot clock or something like that. Yeah, no, the goal was really good. Really, really good. So what I'm watching at the moment is 26 minutes 16 and counting, and they've just restarted play with a goal kick. Um, let's have a look. Count up timer. Let's go. Just do 0 zeros for now. Let's just go red. Don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. Can I share this timer? Start. Okay. Let's see if this works, shall we? No guarantee, but why not? No, it doesn't look good, does it? um, Copy and paste the above link onto a web page. Yeah. Start. Did that change anything? No. Well, this timer is a bust. Let's remove that. Let's try this. Just working on the timer in the background here, guys. So let's just go other Game clock. Let's just give it a random password. Sign up for some BS. Let's go. So don't worry, Cyril. I'll get that. Try and get a shot clock sorted and put it up here somewhere. Let's go 90. Uh, 31 minutes in, so let's try and get this clock. Are we able to do it so it's not... It's going to be a bit of a pain, but we can do it as in 31:21. See if I can get this settings just so it doesn't... Wow, what a goal from Dembele. Far out. This guy at the moment is just... You can't stop him. You just can't stop him. I don't know if that's just bad goalkeeping, bad defending, or just a fantastic strike. They pass the ball around well, gets the ball out wide, and then he just cuts in, and they show him too much of the ball. And yeah, and then he just goes, whips it round. No, goalkeeper can't do much about that. He's blindsided by his 4 defenders. That is absolutely a ripping goal. Now let's just see if I can get this on the stream. Alright, count up, duration. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's try this. Courtesy for Cyril, this should be good. Hopefully this works. It's not the right time, just testing it to make sure it works. We'll start it at 35 minutes. It's a bit bloody hard to do with this. Let's have a look. All right, so it'll be 35:40 when I get that clock up. So it'll be about 39 seconds, everyone. The only problem is it's not going to go to a full 90 minutes. It's going to want to do an hour. So it's free. What are we going to do? You can't complain with free stuff. I mean, well, you can, but free stuff on a whim. So there we go. That's the shot clock there. We've got, what, 35, 38, 50. The shot clock's 2 seconds behind for everyone. But we'll fix that up in the second, in the half there. That's all right, sir. We got it sorted. I'm thinking the same thing. Do you call that poor defending? Should they have swarmed him immediately? He's in the box. They should have put pressure on him at the very least. At minimum. I'm pretty sure he's naturally a left footer. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to block his left foot to stop that shot, and then force him onto his weaker foot. I mean, he's a fantastic player, so he's going to be able to almost be dual-footed. Most top elite players are. It is going to be hard once they're in the box. You always want to try to have players shooting from outside the box, because you've got more of a chance of saving it, both statistically and also in general, as you've got deflections, you've got blocks, you've got goalkeepers got longer to react. Unless there's obviously a deflection that takes it the wrong way from where the goalkeeper's set up with natural movement. But for me, the aim as a defender is to stop them getting into the box to shoot in the first place. And then if you can't do that, then you need to cut off the shooting angles and just make it as difficult as possible. So then that way the keeper knows where it's going to roughly go, and then they can set up nicer to then be able to react. Because if they can already position themselves knowing that the whole left-hand side is blocked, so he's not going to shoot on that left foot and goes on the right, you can go to the other side. So yeah, now to me that's on the defenders, unfortunately. Nice switch of play here. Down to Dure. Do some step overs. Lovely cut in, but straight into the defence. Almost Norway have to think about parking the bus, maybe. They do need to stop Elise, though. The French are just passing the ball lovely across. I think that's Dure down in the box, or Mbappe. It's Mbappe. It's probably used to getting those free kicks at Real Madrid. Norway is going to have to try it on the counter-attack. So, Michael Oliver is actually a pretty decent official. I've seen a lot of him in the Champions League and World Cup. Not World Cup. Premier League. Let's have a look. Who has assisted the most today? Ironically, Kylian Mbappe. He's had 2 assists and 2 goals with Dembele. Sorry, 3 goals with Dembele. But has assisted twice for 2 of them. Hoping we'll see Nusa in the second half. I mean, if I'm Norway, I'm making two changes. I'm putting Erling Haaland on and Antonio Nusa on as well. But, I mean, the game's a dead rubber. It doesn't matter the result. Both teams are going through. But from a streaming perspective, you want to see the best players on the pitch, and they're two of Norway's best players, so... Jeez, just running straight across the face of goal. Norway's played a lot better since the Dembele third goal. They've been able to get the ball more and control a bit more of it, but... I mean, being the conditions... Oh, wow, that's... What a save. Dure, get off your backside, mate. That was a fantastic goalkeeping save. Never a penalty. Get up, run off. Stop being a sook. He's got straight down, grabbed nothing but ball, mate. Goalkeepers have to be absolutely perfect in those situations because they get scrutinised like anything. Otherwise, it's a card all day, every day. Nice throw in coming up in a dangerous position for Norway. Oh, wow. Almost. This is Lisa with the ball. They're just so quick on the counter-attack. They've done well. That's a very good cross from Dembele too. Sort of wanted that to go in there for Norway, make it 3-2. That would have made things very interesting to say the least. You don't like to see blowouts, not in World Cups anyway. Excuse me. Speaking of blowouts, me being from Australia, I think that Belgium is going to get through, hopefully, in the next stage, as they play New Zealand later on today, I do believe. And then Australia will be playing... Oh, wow, here's a goal. Oh, another one. Very good goalkeeping from this guy. That's a free kick from the Frenchman. Just kick in the back of the boot from Chimney. As I was saying, with the group where Australia will be facing, because they drew against Paraguay in the World Cup. Everyone here in Australia just seems to be crawling out of the woodwork. Most people aren't even football fans in the country here, or I should say, soccer fans as they call it. They getting on the bandwagon for the Socceroos, and they're going to get a bit of a shock to reality when they face some quality in the round of 32 stage, or the knockout stages. Because I think Belgium are going to get that third place, and that's who they'll play. They'll play the third place team from that group, which I think was Egypt, Iran, and Belgium. I can't remember who's topped the group. I think it might have been Egypt. Dure's on the ball. Elise will shoot, and it's over the crossbar. Cyril also thinks it's commendable goalkeeping. Five minutes at a time, eh? All right. It's going to be a bit. Nice clearance there from defence from Norway. Nine additional minutes in the Senegal game, apparently. That's nuts. What do we reckon in the second half, guys? You reckon Norway's going to get something back into it, or do you think we're going to get some extra goals or some changes? No way they call it soccer in Australia as well. I thought it was just the USA. No, no, they call it soccer here. Here, football is clearly just Aussie rules football. So by that, it's a it's a game that everyone grows up, with and watching. I did the same. I did the same. I ended up watching it. We'll just pause that time as it's gone over. Um, let's just change this back to 45 minutes. There we go. Let's just change this timer until it gets there. Yeah, in Australia they call it soccer. It's really stupid. For me, it's Fußball, which is German for football. But yeah, I don't know why Aussies call it soccer. Um, I mean, I get it here. They've got a few other leagues as well. There we go. Pause that. Um, so in Australia, we've got like three different games of football per call it. We've got number one is Aussie rules football, which is what everyone calls football around the country, and then the second one is National Rugby League, which some people in the eastern states call NRL. They call that football. So like in Sydney and Sydney and Queensland, they're normally the rugby league states, and then the rest of the country, everyone unifies calls soccer, well, football soccer. So it's really messed up here. So like you go to Sydney, go to a bar, go put the football game on. It'll be putting National Rugby League team on as long as there's a Sydney team playing. Or New South Wales team playing, I should say. But then if you go to, say, South Australia, Adelaide, where I'm from, you go to the bar, you go, can you put the football game on? It's Aussie rules. So it's not soccer. So that's just how it is. Which is really weird because we're a colonised country by the British, the UK. Obviously, football there is still football. It's, soccer, football. I hate freaking saying that. It makes me feel dirty saying that. The Yanks are the only ones that, call it soccer. But no, we do here in Australia as well. That's why they're called the Socceroos. Really stupid. So drop your comments section down below. Let me know what you think of the half. And let me know what you think of coming up as well. So we've got the ads rolling on the stream, unfortunately. So everyone who's just joining in the chat, just give me a bare minute. I'm also chatting with a mate of mine on another stream, so don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you all watching the stream. Let me know how your thoughts are down below. We'll have a look and see if hopefully, really hopefully, Nusa gets a start, because that's why we're all here today from the RB Leipzig perspective. Even Alexander Sørloth, ex-RB Leipzig player, wouldn't be bad to be on the pitch either. So having a look at the statistics and everything like that, everyone that does know that I love to break down some stats. The alarming goals here is the expected goals 0.90 for France. Out of 14 total shots, 2 big chances, 3 goals. They've just absolutely destroyed Norway. 63% ball possession. You've got to, you just got to make sure that they get the ball more. Norway. It's as simple as that. If Norway got the ball, then France don't have it. Just just pretend, not pretend, protect the counter attack because they are bloody quick. And then you got to go through here and just stop them getting the ball. Like the keeper's done really well. I mean, the best player so far for Norway for me has to be their goalkeeper, Igor Slevik or Selvik. There's no way he's not done well. Like he has saved multiple saves where they should be like a goal. I mean, yeah, he's done some bad ones as well. He's prevented minus 1.28 from the statistical perspective, but some of those shots from Dembele, you're just not saving. Like, I would struggle to see top goalkeepers. I mean, I know Donnarumma's not in this World Cup, but yeah, you just, from a Norway perspective, if there's any Norwegians watching out there, let me know your thoughts. I really hope you guys can at least get a favourable result. I think you're going through no matter what, regardless. Just depends if you'll go second or third. But by the looks of things, you'll have one more game. Let's have a look. Who will Norway play? Or is it only out of 3 games? Upcoming. Okay, so I thought that'd be 4. You can't play yourself. That's right. So they'll be going up. They'll be going second anyway. So these two are top of their group. So yeah. So Cyril says it's been an easy clean sweep from France, but Norway have shown a good fight. I expect them to take advantage of any complacency and at least one more goal from this rotated side. Yeah. So that's the thing. Are we going to see Nusa, Haaland? I don't think so. I mean, it really depends on do France want to. France want to get a. Let's pin this. So does Norway want to go through with rested legs, or do they want to only do, like what's the goal here from Norway? So they're obviously rotated. Now, are they rotating completely and just giving them the week off? I mean, me personally, obviously as a RB Leipzig fan, you want to, or I should say supporter, we want to see Antonio Nusa on the pitch, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him today, because the simple fact is, if you're going through already, you're going to be second of your group. You know exactly where you're going to be. You know exactly roughly who you're going to play. I would be purposely not playing those players because then they're well rested for the next game, because the knockouts is really where it matters. I mean, obviously you've got to get out of the group stage first, but yeah. Let's have a look and see who Norway are going to play. So FIFA World Cup group. So they're Group I. Let's have a look here. It's knockout stages. I2. Here we go. So they'll play Cote d'Ivoire. So they'll play Cote d'Ivoire. So that's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, I would love to see that. Nusa versus Diamande. Whoa, that's mouth-watering. Hopefully I'm not working on that game. When is this game? 2:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. Whoa, straight back from work. Are we having a rush home for that one? Let's have a look at some of these knockout games. Knockouts. So Germany play 6 a.m. on the 30th. Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning. Bosnia will be playing USA, so work friend of mine will be watching that one, I take it. I don't know if he's on days off or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll be on day shift. He'll be watching it. He'll be watching the lads. Let's have a look at some more of these matchups. Let's have a look. Brazil, Japan. I expect Brazil to come through, but you never know. Japan's not a terrible side either. Well, it's going to be interesting to say the least. See what happens in the second half as my watch and phone keep pinging. But for those of just tuning in, there's going to be actually a good game coming up. So if results go the way it's currently going, in the current game with Senegal and I'm pretty sure they have to go through as second anyway. Let's have a quick look here. Standings. So they're going through second regardless. So Cote d'Ivoire versus Norway. That's going to be a game upcoming. So we'll have Antonio Nusa and um, Yandy Monday up against each other. That will be a fantastic duel. Um, Ideally, they would play against each other as well, directly almost. When obviously they track back to help out in defence, but Diamande plays on the left side for Ivory Coast, or I said Cote d'Ivoire. So yes. All right, let's get this clock running. As soon as I hear that whistle, there we go. That should be 2 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Throw in. Want to make sure this shot clock's the right time. Come on, show us the time already. Come on, what is this? There you go, 45:37. Yeah, it's close enough. So we've got here 43, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 46, 20. The ticker's 1 second in front. Let's have a look here. Did Norway do any changes at the break? They did. Pedersen's come on for Bjorkan, and Thorsby's come on for Thorsveld. So yeah, I don't think we'll see Nusa today. don't think we'll see Haaland either, to be honest. And always going forward. Love to see them attacking at the moment. Oh, that's a pretty bad challenge. Now that's a penalty. Yes. Thank you very much, Michael Oliver. Penalty all day, every day. From, what was this? Boss or something. It's always a penalty, mate. Always a penalty. Always a penalty. From Oscar Bob. Very good footwork. Oh, piss off, Mbappe. Get out of it, mate. Strand Larsen's going to take the penalty here. The Norwegian captain, I believe. I love how the goalkeepers always try to make themselves look big, like they're trying to scare off a bear or something. I reckon he's going to go to the left. Let's have a look. Now he goes to the right and it's saved. Wow. Oh, man, if Erling Haaland was on that probably would have been a goal, surely. I wonder if we can find out who. It's Theo Hernandez, I'm pretty sure, that gave away the free kick. Or I should say the penalty. Hey, freaking computer's doing things that it shouldn't be doing. Come on. France with a fast break. Oh, he rushes out. What a save. What a save. Yeah, screw you, Mbappe. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know if France seems to have stepped off or they've just closed up shop. Like they're a bit tired or. Because they're giving them a lot more space now. Oh, wow. Bit of a heavy challenge. Sorry, heavy touch. This is much better from Norway. Brings it down, controls it. Turn and shoot. No. Uh, nice second effort, though. Nice wing play here. That's going to be a foul for Tumini. How the heck is that not a foul? Bloody hell. Berg will take this corner kick on the right. Right in front of all the Norwegian fans. Got to say that their kit for Norway, very basic, but it does the job, doesn't it? France getting making some errors at the moment. I think Norway might have a sniff here. We want Haaland chance of going through. Watch telling me it's time to stand. Not now. We've got a game stream to watch. Oh wow! Almost a goal from Mbappe. Mbappe's not able to score this game. Hopefully, the Norwegian goalkeeper doesn't have to come off here. Hopefully, they don't get him off. Got a bit of a break in play here. While we have a break in play, drop your questions down below on what you want to ask me, whatever you want to ask me, football related or not. What you want to see of the podcast coming up. Can say that we have some special guests in the pipelines. Looks like the goalkeeper is going to continue, which is good to see because shy of a few other players, I think he's been their best player. I mean, I know he's let in some goals, but I mean, his defence hasn't bloody helped him today. How's the timer on out there for everyone? It's not going to be a traditional timer. It's going to come up with the hour mark, but we'll sort it out. Forget what. Got a free kick here for France. Be Elise that takes it. Back post. And it's been touched out and gone for a goal kick. We'll have some substitutes. No, not yet. Norway. Not doing anything. Switched over started playing Football Manager before I had head to bed. Lost all interest when the realization hit that Noose is unlikely to play. Yeah, no, I get that, Cyril. I'm already here now, so I'm here. um, but yeah, I don't think Noose is playing today. Um, we can hope, but it is most likely that Noose is not playing, which is real difficult and annoying because all the streams I've seemed to have done, we've basically had no RB Leipzig players presenting. Um, so I didn't do the Ivory Coast one, or I did. I can't remember. So I did an Ivory Coast game with the Andy Monday. He played, but he played against Germany, but in the German side there was no one from us, so Noah Drago or Raum. And then I had to can the Austria Argentina one because it was too close to me getting home from work. And I had to do all this other stuff from home, and otherwise I would have never gotten to bed for work the next day if I did the stream. So I had to cancel that one. Today I just stayed up for 24 hours almost to do this on my first day off. I had to get a lot of things done, so I can spend time with the family on the weekend. Um, Coming up, I'm not too sure what other streams I'm going to do. We'll definitely try to do some, that's for sure. So, especially with more RB Leipzig players still in the tournament as Dembele comes off. Bappe just can't score. He's trash. I'll probably put the score down the bottom. I'll leave that up for people that are wondering. There we go. Put that there. Should be back. Should be able to hear me. Yeah, so what happened with Rico Reeds? Well, I don't know if that cut it out then, so... Um, so yeah, he's still a Gladbach player for a couple of days, about 4 days. So 1st of July he goes back. Yeah, don't know why this sound just decided to go. It was software, not hardware, because everything was working up fine over on the sound monitor here. So I was talking, it was green, it looked all good, it sounded good to me. I can hear myself talk. I don't know why it wasn't going through. Yeah, probably pressed something. It was probably when I was messing around with the timer up here to get that into the proper format. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see Nusa today, unfortunately. I mean, it's sort of good because you know that they're going to be... excuse me, cherry ripe for the next game. So, which, if the prediction is right from what I've looked at, it's Cote d'Ivoire. So it'll literally be Nusa versus Diamande. Come on, go Norway. Shoot. Far out. I just love to see this game end in a draw. The Norwegians have deserved that. They've played, for a rotated side as well, they've played really well. So I'll have to use this stage timer from now on. But I'll see if I can get rid of a few things and just have the time. So, reply to the first question. Okay, yep. So, questions from an RB perspective. Are you concerned that there haven't been any rumours with regards to signings over Demicheli's announcement? My response was no, not really, as we've always done everything pretty low key. The main thing is because of the World Cup at the moment, so that's why I'm not too worried. Otherwise, I would like to have a lot more noise going on around the club for what's happening. So there's probably the right time for the club to do it in a perspective to have the focus off them, because how they've done it was completely messy as anything. I am ashamed to be an RB Leipzig supporter for the way the club has treated Ole Werner. There were flaws, don't get me wrong. The defence was leaky like a faucet sometimes, but we created so many more chances. He even changed his formation from a normal 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, because he loved to have three at the back. That being said, with the players that he had at the teams that he had, he sort of had to utilise a back three. He did fantastic. So yeah, that's if we don't. Well, technically the transfer window starts in 4 days, so like you can still do deals and stuff now, but the players don't make any moves, so to speak. So a lot of the players at the World Cup, I don't see a lot happening. Not until mid-July at the very least. So a couple of weeks from now, I'd say. Hey, come on, just get off. There we go. There we go. Norway's might have a fast break here. Oh, far out. Yeah, we'll have it. Take that. Foul. There's Barcola. Nusa's coming on the pitch. Nusa is coming on the pitch. He's down below warming up, number 20. $83 minutes. Oh, and a corner as well. Kunde. That was trash. That's the best pass I've seen, I reckon, from a defender all World Cup. Schlotterup comes on for Oscar Bob. And Hange. Or Hage. Hauger. There we go. That sounds better. H. Come on, Nusa. Work some magic, mate. Give him the ball as well. Take this corner kick. It's going to be Berg. I think Noosa's got some fresh haircut. There he is. No. He's backtracking well as well. Noosa's going to be on the left-hand side, so he's back in his normal position. We're focusing a lot on the RB Leipzig players, so I'm essentially just watching, keeping an eye on Nusa himself. His new hairstyle makes him stick out though, so that's helpful. Have some substitutions for France. Here's Nusa on the ball. Mbappe, best player on the field's coming off. He's done fantastic today. In fact, he has assisted twice. Kunde's coming off after that pass. And And Gusto. Chimney gets the armband. How old is Chimney? Chimney's still young, isn't he? Last time I knew he was like 23 or less. Okay, he's old too. He's 26. Far out. These young French players, they're not so young anymore. They're in their bloody prime though, so you expect that. Oh, excuse me. It's not that much of a bore, guys. It's just me. I'm tired that much so that I haven't even updated the score. What are we doing here? I have the score right down the bottom here, and the other ticker, so that was correct. The one down here wasn't. Yeah, Nusa will press here. He's keeping his shape well. One thing I never understood with players is the numbers that they're given. Like Moose is 20 for international for Norway, but he's number 7 at RB Leipzig. So why wouldn't you pick a number that's unique to you, that you can make it like just solely your own? Or a number that's not going to be really well used. Like 22 or something. You know, or 77, or something like that. I like things symmetrical, so. And like the main numbers, like 7, 9, 11, 8, 10. They all get used. 5 minutes at a time. Don't understand why they didn't draw that already with the Cote d'Ivoire game. Like, I mean, before this game, I think Norway and France were level on points, weren't they? Yeah, so they would have been 2-2. Yeah. Like that Theo Hernandez shot was in the rosette all the way up. Here's Nusa. He's getting three friggin' French players on him straight away. Oh, wow. 4-1. Bloody hell. Dure. Just an easy header. Let's get this one fixed. There we go. Let's get that sorted. Well, Nusa hasn't done much today. I mean, he barely touched the ball. 5 touches. And that is it. That is the game. It is finished. It is done. It is dusted. Absolutely done. And that is it. Well, I'm going to do a really quick recap of this game, but there really isn't a whole lot to say about it, I should say. Um, from a RB Leipzig perspective, pretty poor, as we really didn't get to see our our player in Antonio Nusa. So we'll go through his performance and have a look at what he did. Sofascore rating of 6.4. This is Antonio Nusa. So that's just Let's add this. There we go. So that pretty much is the tale of the take. Antonio Nusa managed just 5 touches in Sofascore rating. I probably should say let's just do it this way. Let's try that. So, Antonio Nusa subbed on in the 83rd minute, manages just 5. I don't even know if that's the way you spell managers. I'm pretty bad. Apparently it is correct. So Antonio Nusa subbed in the 83rd minute, manages just 5 touches with a 6.4 Sofascore rating in lackluster Norway defeat. And if we have a look at Nusa's stats, so played 13 minutes, included the added time, and he had 5 touches, 1 of 3 accurate passes, 33% success rate. Passes in the opposition half accuracy was 50%, 1 of 2 came off. He had 1 dribble, which was successful. He lost possession twice, total carrying distance of 15.9 metres. He had 2 carries, total progression of 10.8 metres. So he did try to move the ball forward. And he won his only duel, which was a ground duel. So that is it for me. I will be back with another stream during the World Cup. I don't know when that will be, but Norway will play Cote d'Ivoire in the next game. So we'll probably be back for that. No guarantee though, due to my work. So if you've joined in, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone joined in down in chat. TSGW, Goku, Cyril, and everyone else that's joined in along the way. Do apologise if I didn't get around to your name through there. It was an absolute pleasure to have you along for the ride. So until next time, I've been Justin Crozer. Bye-bye for now.